Good evening, everyone. How are you all? Can you hear me okay? Hi, Doug. Hey, Zara. Hear you. Lovely. Thank you ever so much, Chris. Wonderful, wonderful. Lagging a little bit. Okay, if I'm lagging, what you can do, if you press, you can change the resolution down because I should be going out on 720. How is everyone anyway? Hi, Elizabeth. Glad to hear it, Jackie. Hope you're well, Elizabeth. Has everybody been having a good weekend? It'll settle down, Dag. Just do a check on mine. 1 2 1 2. Okay, it's ever so slightly out. Can't do much about it, I'm afraid. Maybe if you change the resolution down, it might come back in sync. Hopefully. I'm doing well, thank you, Chris. Yes, Jane know I was going. It did actually come up on my private channel that I was going live, but with YouTube at the moment, sometimes notifications go out, sometimes they don't. So I tend to, if I know it's going to be a scheduled live like today, I'll try and post it all around on social media a few hours beforehand. Nice, Dag. Hi, Wes. Yeah. Oh, yes, the rugby, Mariner. Yes, rugby season, isn't it? How you doing, Wes? I'm good, thank you. I'm good. It's the weekend, it's Sunday. Okay, I don't have to get up for work in the morning, but Sunday's still a good day. But as you lot know, I'm going to be doing spirit box session this evening. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop myself out very, very quickly. So then I can have myself on a little screen and show you what the setup is for this evening. So bear with me just for two. There we go. So this is night setup. Thank you, Dad. And you can see it's very autumny. For some reason, the camera on my tablet isn't focusing on the words on the board at the back. And in true paranormal white noise tradition, it's as done as the season. And that'll increase during the course of the month until the end of October, when it'll be the Halloween will be added to it. Hi Tara, how are you? No, not Christmas style yet, got a couple of months to go yet. Hi Richard, how are you? I'm good, thanks Tara. Hope you're well. And as we can see, I'll just point out, don't want to move too much because I've actually got a mic on, which I'll be changing over so it's nearer one of the boxes. But we have our 2 mushrooms at the top here. We have our little hedgehog, and you can't see it, but behind the 587 is 1 squirrel. And then we have a little squirrel here. And then at the back, I'll actually bring him down and show you on the other camera. I just put myself large for the moment. There we go. And I've got a nice little gnome here. And this is in memory of somebody very, very special. Most of you can probably guess, with the white long beard. Yeah, and he sits at the back on top of a glass of crushed mirrors. And if I'll try and show you the top very quickly. Right, how can I do this? Here we go. Right, if you look towards the top, I've actually got some leaves hanging down there. A little Oktoberfest ginger. Quite a gingerbread, the easiest way to explain it. And then we have a little welcome sign, autumn welcome sign. So let's put that back into place. Hello, Lisa. How the devil are you, little Dorrit? I haven't seen you in a long time. You take care, Dag. Thanks for coming, Han, just for the short time. Thank you, Tara. You can actually see the words a little bit better now. And what I've actually got at the back, so you guys know. All these words here are all trigger words to do with autumn. So there might be like chilly, Halloween, fireplace. What else have we got on here? You got the colours: orange, brown, red, green, gold. Got things like seasonal, woodland, flannel, pinecone, quilt. So there's some easy words, there's some hard words there. I'm good, thank you, Lisa. Thanks for asking. Hi, Jada. Hope you're well. Sorry to hear that, Doug. Make sure you take care of yourself. So yeah, so you'll actually start seeing that it's just something new that I'm trying to bring into the sessions. Instead of just having a list written down and me trying to get them to say it, that's going to be permanent until it's time to change over at sort of winter time. So you'll see that change, and as I myself or you guys hear the trigger words being said as and when I ask for them, let me know in the chat, because then what I'll do, I'll actually remove that one. If we can get it said a couple of times. Elizabeth, that's fine. That doesn't matter. My mods will be on as and when. I'm not really, I don't get trolled, so not really anyway. So yeah, if we can get them to say a trigger word, maybe 2, maybe 3 times, as validation, then that word will actually come off of the board, and hopefully come the end of autumn there'll actually be not that many left, or hopefully even an empty board. Hi Glenn, how are you, Han? So it's going to be interesting. Hi Cassie, thank you, Han. So it's just something a little bit new. It gives something for you guys to look at, and not just this face here. And it's I I know, Elizabeth. I know. Thank you, Cassie. Yeah, so it's not really necessarily for me, as a lot of you may know from a lot of the sessions that I've done in the past. A lot of my live streams, I like to have them, how can we say, aesthetically pleasing to the eye. So it just changes things up, doesn't look so, yeah, just livens things up a little bit. Like autumn, yes, Chris, that is fantastic. Autumn bingo with the spirit box. I like it. I like it. I'm going to have to write this down. Have I got a pen handy? Does that pencil work? Right. I'm going to write this down, actually. Nice one, Chris. Oops. Let's try this again. Autumn bingo and spirit box. Brilliant. I might actually rename this afterwards. Chris, great idea. I'm going to have to nab that. Can I trademark it? Just put myself on large for the moment. There we go. Just until it's ready to go. So can I trademark that, Chris, please? I'll even give you one of my nice winks that I do on another stream, if it helps. Yeah, go ahead. Cheers, Chris. Give you some love hearts. Hang on. There we go. Look, there we go. Just for you, my dear. Yeah, exactly. Bingo. But I'll have to set it up. It's a grid? Hang on, the American bingo. bingo. That's 5 with 4. Is it 20 or 25? I don't play American bingo, so I don't know. I know it's 5 across, but is it 5 down? Yeah, 5 down it would be, wasn't it? 5 by 5. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you for that. Yeah, they really look nice. I'll have to look into maybe getting a set. Looks really good. Well, you never know, Richard. I could possibly set it up the next time I'm live, and it will be a grid of 5 by 5. We'll have to work something out. Yes, Glenn, another set of cards. Cassie, Huntress, had a lovely set of cards. They're Oracle Goddess cards, and they've got a really beautiful description on the back of them. I have been a good girl, so Santa should bring me some nice prezzies this year. Hey, Joanne. How are you, sweetie? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I have got 7 sets. Yeah, but these ones, Glenn, they're not Doreen Virtue. There are other ones. Don't worry, Joanne, it's fine, hun. Oh dear, that's funny. Right, before I get going, because I'll put both the cameras on, put my microphone over there, take off I'll have to tick something on the audio settings, because then any of the lower levels of anything that might come through, you'll have a better chance of hearing it. This is something not I found out, but Glenn found out. Oh, nice, Richard. Yeah, I've got that one too. There you go. There you go. That was my very first set. Messages from the angels. Postcards from spirit. Nice, Cassie. Yeah. So just a couple of things for you guys. Especially the ones that have not been here before. It might sound as if I'm in the UK, but I'm not actually in the UK. I'm in Germany. So my radio that comes through is in German. It does have some English coming through. But I found the more I use it, the more that spirit will actually speak to me in German, in English, not in German. And also, if you do hear any swear words, if you can put maybe like the first letter and then symbols afterwards, as YouTube are clamping down on a lot of stuff, and yeah, I want to try and keep it family friendly. So if there's any that are under 18 that are just getting into the paranormal, they'll be able to see this as well. So yeah, so no full swear words. First letter is fine. There's symbols for the rest. Yes, those things. Or a hashtag, or a percent sign, just something like that, just not the full word. So what I'm going to do, yes, exactly, Richard, exactly. So you're probably going to hear the audio change any second. So now you should actually hear my audio slightly different. Oh, without making too much racket on it. You still hear me okay? Etching. Yeah, it will do. It will do. It's because what I've as standard by StreamYard, they have what's very similar to a noise gate. But you do have the option to turn that off, which is what I've just done. Yeah, it will echo ever so slightly. So that has to be turned off for when I'm doing a session. Yeah. It will. It's moving across here, so you won't hear the hum from the laptop. Okay. So, just so I can see you guys, I'm just going to swap over. There we go. And I can see the chat from the other side of the room. Do I sound all angelic? So you shouldn't really hear a hum, and you shouldn't actually hear so much of an echo now. Still. Right, I've disabled that, so the echo should have stopped. We just have to see how it goes. But it could be you might not hear any of the lower levels. Okay, good. Okay, so let's turn it on. and see what they've got to say. Good evening, spirits. Hello, spirits. Okay, that wasn't relevant, but what are you waiting for? Waiting to say hello? Can you please tell me, is Angel Anna around? Anna! Just for validation, can you go, love you? Is that too loud? Okay. Hopefully that's a bit better. Better. Okay, brilliant. Anna, just so I know it's you, can you tell me the name of my rabbit, please? Can you tell me the name of my rabbit, please? Can you quite possibly go cheeky? Can you say hello to everybody in chat? Hi. Can you maybe put somebody out in chat? If you can read, you can see them on my computer, which looks like a TV screen. Or you can look at the little one that's sitting beside me. That was a weird creepy noise. Can you maybe go, hi, Michael. Can you go, hi, Michael? Or could you say hello to Glenn? Can you say hi to Glenn? Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Can you say hello to Joanne? Can you say hello to Joanne? Hello, Portia. What I'm going to do, spirits, I'm going to ask you if you can say a word for me, as I've got lots of words, as you can see. Can you say acorn for me? Could you say acorn for me? Okay, I think you might have said acorn, but I'd need to hear it again from you, spirits. Acorn. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Could you maybe probably say it one more time? Acorn. Okay, what I'm going to do now, spirits, I'm going to take this one away, and I'm going to try for something a little bit harder. Could you say this word here? Can you say orange? Can you say orange? Or is that one too hard? Okay, I think that one's probably a little bit on the hard side for them. Let me see. Ah, here's a good one. Spirits, could you quite possibly say this one here? Cider? If there's anything you guys want me to ask, just let me know in the chat. Hi, Charlie. Really, Chris? Can you say cider? Spirits, I need you to be really clear for me. Can you say cider very loud? It does a little, Joanne. I think I may have just heard cider, but it was more harmonics. Spirits, I need you to try really hard. Can you say cider? Hi, Dennis. Okay, spirits, can we try another word? Let's try an easy one, shall we? Let's try this one. Oops. Let's try this one. Can you say green? Yes. Green. Can you say green very loud? I heard green again, but I need you to say it louder, spirits. I don't know what happened there. The camera on the tablet just reloaded. Oh, okay, Dennis. Well, welcome. Hey, Charmy. I'm not too sure what's going on here, but the interference seems to be a bit deafening for you guys. Let me just give it another try. It's not actually that close to the microphone, so it shouldn't be picking it up that much. Spirits, can you try and say green? I'm going to try one more time, spirits, for the word green. If not, we'll try and move on to something else. That's me just moving the chair, guys. Dennis, the audio is working. Right, I think what I'm going to try and do, because there is actually quite a bit of interference coming through on the 587, so I'm going to switch it over to the 125 and see if that's coming through any better. So I'll just pause it for the moment. Right. It was strange because I wasn't actually having that much white noise coming through earlier. Okay. Right. Oops. You have to excuse me because I am going to have to play around with this a little bit. Okay, how does that sound to you all, guys? Yeah, it was a little bit too much white noise, Chris. Good, good. Not too much white noise, not too loud for you guys. And can you all hear it okay? A little unquiet, okay. And turn it up. Right. Move that back a little bit. Okay. I seem to get better. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Spirits, can you hear me? Can you say hello? Anna, are you still around? Can you try and go, love you? Spirits, can you say hello to somebody in the chat? Okay, Richard, thank you for coming, my dear. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Oh, wow, the mountains of North Carolina. That sounds really nice, Dennis. Hi, Ashley. Welcome to the stream. I can ask them, but they're not fortune tellers. Spirits, there's somebody called Ashley in the chat. Do you know she'll ever be rich? Now have a yes or no. I'm going to try with this box, Spirits, to see if you can say that colour again. I think we had it twice with the last box. Let's try and go for number 3. Can you tell me what this says? Can you say green? No, not blue. Green. Thank you, Spirits. I don't know if you heard that, guys. I heard it here with green. So I think that's 2 that we can take off. So what do you reckon? Should we go for an easy one or should we go for a hard one this time? What do you guys reckon? Spirit, should you have an easy word or a hard word? Easy. Chris, you say a hard one, okay? That doesn't surprise me, Joanne. It was Glenn. So I think seeing as the spirits want an easy one, they did reply. Let's choose an easy one for them. Let's go for another colour, quite an easy one. And let's go for red. Spirits, can you say the word red for me, please? Red. That was very easy. I need to hear it 2 more times, Spirit. Red. That was a quiet red. I need to hear it 1 more, Spirits. Can I have red once again? Once more, Spirits. Just the letter, the colour red. Just one last time, the colour red. No, I wasn't too sure then, but I think that shouted red. Yeah. Thank you, Spirits. I hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. Are you having fun, Spirits? You are? That's good to hear. Can you tell me, would you like an easy one or a hard one for the next word? Easy. Another Spirit. So you just want easy ones to say? Yes. Okay, let's try another easy one, but then we're having some hard ones, Spirits. Okay, let's go for... This one should be easy, which is over on the second board here. Spirits, can you say nuts? Yes, I can. Wow, did you hear that? That was so clear. Wow. Spirits, can you say nuts? Spirits, who's laughing? Can you say nuts for me? Can you say nuts? Nuts. Thank you. I'm going to need you to validate it 2 more times for me. Can you say it again? Can you say nuts? Can you say nuts? No, I don't think they're going to say that. I'm just going to turn this down just for a second. Some of you may actually wonder why I'm asking them to try and say the word more than once. It's just to show, because the first time could just be a fluke. So if you can get the spirits to repeat a word or repeat a name on multiple occasions, it's the validation of that word is actually going to go down a lot better, especially when it comes to the scientific community. So if we're able to get the repeat answer from what we see to be spirit, that validation is going to go across that much better. As you know, the more this type of evidence that we can bring to the scientific community, the more validity that the work that we do, just gives it more validity in what we're doing, and to be taken more seriously with what we're doing as well. So I just wanted to explain that, just in case anyone wondered. So we'll choose a bit of a harder word and see if the spirit still wants to play along. Do you still there, spirits? Right, spirits, I'm going to choose a hard word for you now, because you picked only easy ones. It doesn't matter, okay. So let's try this one for you. Chestnut. Let's try this one, chestnut. Okay, I've not said anything, but I think I've just heard chestnut. Can you say it again, spirits? Can you say chestnut? Chestnut. Thank you, spirits. And if I can, just one more time, chestnut. Chestnut. I don't know if you heard that one. That one was actually quite quiet. Maybe just one more time, spirit, quite clear, chestnut. Right, I don't know if you just heard that. It could be me. I'll have to see on the playback. In that singing there, it sounded like they were actually singing chestnut. Thank you so much, spirits. So that's already 4 off the board so far. Spirits, are you liking this? No. Tell me again seriously, you enjoying this? Right, spirits, I'm going to let the chat choose the next one. So guys in chat, an easy one or a hard one? Okay. Glenn wants a hard word to be chosen. Chris wants a hard one to be chosen. Okay. So we've got two that's voted for a hard word. What about the rest of you in chat? Okay, we'll just go for a hard word. Okay, let's see. Okay, we've got a word down here. It's second to last one. You may or won't be able to see it clearly because it's coming across a bit strange. But the word's going to be cinnamon. I just said you say it there, spirits, before me asking. Can you say cinnamon for me? Can you say cinnamon? Ooh. Okay. I don't know if you guys heard that, but the singer, it went not the end bit. Spirits, can you try and say cinnamon? I think you just tried to say it again then. Cinnamon. Thank you. Thank you, spirits. Can you say it for me clearly again? Cinnamon. Oh, Dennis, thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate it. You enjoy the rest of your day. Spirits, can you say goodbye to Dennis? Dennis, thank you. So, spirits, back to that really long word. You try again. For the last one, really clear, cinnamon. You almost say it. Go cinnamon.
Yeah.
We try one more time, spirits.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Cinnamon. One last time. Cinnamon. Okay, that was either I heard that wrong. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that. It said in a quite low cinnamon, it sounded like. I know, Glenn. But it's nice if we can get those bit long words. I'll do some easy ones. But I can take cinnamon off anyway. Okay, spirits, you are doing so well. Hi, Deb Prophet. How are you? Okay, spirits, I'm going to put it to you this time. Is there a word on that board that you want to say? You don't? Should we just go just for one more go, spirits? You don't know? Well, how about I give you a little break, spirits? Would you like that? Hello. Right, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to leave the box running for about 5 minutes. Just to see what happens. But I'll have chat on in the other room. Yes, you can, Glenn, answer the names. Okay, spirits. You're gonna, if you want to see some chat, you can see it on my laptop. So those of you that don't know, it's this thing here, the picture. And you can see all their names and any questions. So if you see something, you can answer it. Right, I'm back, everyone. So if they've been telling all sorts of secrets, good evening, morning, time. I'm back, spirits. Can you say hello? Thank you. Right, I'm going to try something, and it's not done this for a long, long time. Did they, Joanne? Right. Let me see. And I'm only going to give them, I can't get the other one out. I've got the other one here, boy. Right, spirits, I'm going to give you a choice in a minute. Oh, you have to bear with me, guys. Got the other one out. Okay, spirits, I've got a big question for you. Where's my fourth one gone? Okay, I don't know where I've got the other one for the moment. Right, spirits, I'm going to need you to choose which box to use on my next live stream. We have the 587. We have Sanjian, Larry's box, or 469, or or we have Memorex. Hi. Memorex. Okay, I didn't hear the 469, Glenn. I heard Memorex being said. Let's try it again. I need you to answer loud and clear, Spirit, so I can actually hear you with my ears. What should I use? 587. Sanjian, Larry's box. 469. Or Memorex. Go on, no, you want to say it, Spirits. I heard 46. Biden? Both? What's both? Welcome back, Michael. Do you want me to say them one more time, Spirits? Or should I use the 469 and the Memorex? I need a loud yes. Now, I did hear a 469 very quietly a minute ago. Hopefully it just picked up. So I need to use this one, do I, Spirits? And a Memorex. I need to use both. So, you've heard it here, guys. The next Spirit Box live stream that I do, I have to use the 469 and the Memorex. which is going to be fun because they're both ones that I need to plug in a speaker. So, spirits, is there anything you'd like to say to anybody in the chat? No. There must be something you want to say. Glenn, what do you want to say to Glenn? Did you hear that, Glenn? That was so funny. It really was. Oh dear. Right, well, spirits, I think we've probably aggravated you enough tonight. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close down this session and then have a talk with everybody in the chat. So could you say goodbye? Goodbye, thank you. And I'm going to close down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, goodbye. Thank you, spirits. Bye. Right, and if you go with me, guys, because I'm just going to turn around and put myself back on the screen. Right. Oh. There we go. Ah. Wasn't that a good session, guys? I know, that made me laugh, Glenn. That really did. But I thought it was really good that, okay, it was only, say, 5.5 words that we got this evening. So just for a recap, we had chestnut, the hardest one of the bunch for this evening, cinnamon. We had red. We had acorn. We had green. And what was the half one? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. Hi, Elias. How are you? Thank you for coming. You're welcome, Portia. So that was good fun. I actually really enjoyed that. I'm good, thank you, Elias. Oh, nuts. Thank you, Joanne. I forgot about that one. Okay, 6. But that was good. But like I was saying earlier on, guys, it is really good to get, if you can get like these words validated a few times. Because it's also good for your sessions. It's like you're not just getting that direct reply, not just once, not twice, but 3 times. So you don't have to do it 3 times. I would recommend possibly doing it twice. But it's going to give your sessions a lot more validity. Even like doing something, what I've done for this season is having a board up with different words. It could be different, it could be names, colors, anything of your choice. And always be subservient. Glenn says this a lot on excuse me, I've got the hiccups, on his channel. And you'll actually find the more subservient that you are and the more thanks and praise that you give them, you're actually more than likely going to get that little bit more from them. I know. So I was just typing that in chat as well. Yes, so you can always give it a try yourselves. When you're asking your questions, when you're out getting the validation, just asking again, could you repeat that? I find it is very good. Or like if I'm asking if Angel Anna's around, or Anna, I can't do anything about it, unfortunately, Glenn. I really can't. Let me try some. Hold on. Let me. Does this sound better? Is everything back in sync? Yes. Okay. Right, what I've done, I've actually I've taken this microphone out and I'm actually using the microphone on the webcam, so everything should be back in sync. I do apologize for that. Yeah, it's next time I might try and set it up and just use the webcam itself, and see how that goes and see if that comes across any better. Oh wow, 15 seconds behind. Wow, that is a big delay. Right, at least I know for next time. Thank you for that, Glenn, for letting me know. Right, back on topic, as we got sidetracked. Elias, I'm just gonna okay, I'm just going to mention something. Guys, if you are interested in another person's channel, please leave them a message on one of their own videos. I'm not a networking stream. I have seen around that my name has been mentioned to go into if you want to get subscribers. I'm not a networking channel. So if you're more than welcome to check each other out, but please, not in my chat. I'm not that kind of channel, and YouTube are currently
clamping down on channels that are networking. My channel's never been a networking channel, and it never will be. So if you want to do that, go and do that, but not here. Thank you. Hate to be bring the hammer down a little bit, but I have to keep within YouTube's community guidelines. If I don't, I'm at risk at losing my channel. So yeah, it's yeah, I know Elias, but it's you know, as YouTube content creators, we have to be even more vigilant now than before. I know of a channel yesterday that they've been struck with a strike on the channel for networking by YouTube, and they're slowly clamping down on other channels as well. So you're more than welcome to check each other out. Just go and let them know on their own channels. That's all I'm asking. Thank you. But anyway, back to business at hand. Yeah, you set your sessions. The more that you can validate, whether it's items, words, and things like that. Even like with me, I ask for Angel Anna. I always have a validation with her, which is that love you. She'll also turn around and say, coming here on way. So with these certain words, I know that it's Angel Anna. Also, I ask for the name of my rabbit, which is Cheeky, which is also a validation question. Most of you know his name now anyway, and have seen him on previous streams. It's just a standard question that I like to ask when I'm doing my sessions. Yes, they are. And also another thing which I've started to do a little bit more of privately, and then putting up later, is focus sessions. They're always very good to do as well. If there's a subject that you enjoy, and it may be a subject that you're quite knowledgeable about, you can do a focus session, ask questions on that in particular subject, and see what validation you actually get from that. It could be just yes, no answers. You can actually try and get a set answer to that question. And what I tend to do, I haven't got my book here, so I can't show you. It's in the kitchen. I have a list of questions that I want to ask, and I also put the answers as well. And they're actually very good sessions to do. My last focus session that I did was on Ephesus in Turkey, and that's actually on the channel. That's okay, Elias, not a problem, hun. I thought I'd just let everybody know, just so everybody's aware of it. Yeah, so with the Ephesus session, what you let, if Glenn, if you can try and get my Ephesus session and put the link in for me, that'd be great. And what you'll actually see is I've put in one color the question that I'm asking, and then no, you'll hear the question what I'm asking, that's it. And then in red I've actually put what the answer is to that question, and then you'll actually see what the response was to that question. Actually, there's all different types of focus sessions that you can do. It's just really your choice. Pick your subject that you know a lot of, or that's something that you're interested in. Get yourself a list of, I don't know, maybe 10 questions, and just sit down somewhere quietly, somewhere where you're actually able to focus on doing those questions. And yeah, with hopefully with any luck, you get some super direct replies from them. I actually really enjoy focus sessions. Yeah, I enjoy them, Joanne. I really do. And the nice thing about it, is if you on playback, if you don't feel that that you got any of the answers, you can always ask again. Yeah. So, and that's the nice thing about them. If you didn't get it first time round, chuck it out, leave it a few days, try and ask those questions again. You're not going to forget the questions because you got the questions written down. Yeah, so, but I thought this evening was very good. It went very well. So the last live stream I did, with the spirit box was, thanks, Glenn, was about 3 weeks ago. And it was, I actually found that tonight's stream's actually gone a lot better than the previous one. The cycle was pretty good this evening, whereas last time it wasn't. Don't worry, Tara, it's fine, hun. It really is fine. But yeah, I have tried to, because I did have my setup all set up under my bed, all nice and set up. But unfortunately, my bed is metal framed. So any of my boxes that are actually underneath my bed, it actually acts like a Faraday cage. So I'm not actually getting such a strong signal as if I would if I've got something set up behind me, which is a shame because I've got to have it looking so nice for you guys. So I'll have to be using behind me from now on, or maybe one evening I'll bring my laptop over to the sofa and set my coffee table up, and do it that way and have my full autumn setup there. Which is a shame, really. But I think it was actually pretty good that with it's gonna asking about the next spirit box to use. Hi, Paranormal Dolls. It's a question that I used maybe about a year ago, from when I and also when I started PWN. I used to ask from time to time, which box should I use? Sometimes they told me, sometimes they didn't. Yes, they are, Tara. And I thought, well, it's a question that I've not asked in a very long time. Bit of mixed results. It seems 469 was mentioned a couple of times, and Memorex was mentioned loads. So when I do my next live spirit box session, I will use those two. I do have to use an external speaker, so it'll actually be interesting to see what happens. And also with the Memorex, as I do call that my EVP box. And the reason for that is normally, if I'm doing a session with the Memorex, even before I've turned it on, I've at least got 1 to 2 EVPs. And then during the session, using the Memorex, I actually get them as well. It is a little bit hard to tell which is it an EVP, isn't it an EVP, but they do happen. And the best session that I've got with regards to the Memorex and that actually happening was a session from back in 2017, I think, and it was using a Memorex, and I was doing a validation game. and it was pictures of a falcon, it was a butterfly, polar bear, and I think I asked if I was drinking coffee, and it wasn't only the validation from the spirit box that I got, I actually got validation through EVP as well, which was absolutely amazing. It was, I actually still class that to this day as one of my best sessions going, because of what happened during the course of that session. I'm going to be a pain in the butt and ask Glenn if he can post that one as well. They do, Joanne. The little bit of interference might actually be from the laptop, because there's probably maybe a 10-12 centimeter difference between where the fan is and where the microphone on the webcam is. Slowly but surely, with the new laptop and getting things sorted out, hopefully these are types of things I can sort of buffer out bit by bit. But yes, I think with saying all of that, okay, Tara, take care, hon. Thank you for coming. Which one? Okay, hang on a minute. Which one was it? It was a Memorex session, and I think it might have been from September. Hold on, let me get my book. Hold on a minute. Another reason why it's good to write down your sessions, guys. You can look back. I think, if I remember rightly, Glenn, it's the one from the 20th of September 2017. I think. I'm almost certain it is. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna check I've actually got the right one. Playlists. This is what happens when you've got so many playlists and you have to think back which one it is. Was it 2018? No. Memorex, 20th of September. Is it that one? Yes. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm just going to share the link. I found it, Glenn, if you can hear me. Okay, Randy, you take care, hon. Thank you for coming. I really do appreciate it. Memorex session. Right, I've just dropped you the link. Yeah, so this goes back to 2017. The audio, unfortunately, is ever so slightly out of sync. But I would say it's one of what from my own personal sessions, that's got to be in my top 5, because of the way the session actually progressed. and what actually happened in that, and with the replies that I actually got on that session. It's actually one I really enjoy doing as well. Oh wow, Paranormal Dolls. Is it interesting? The autumn one. Which one? Oh, the one from last year. That was the live stream. Hey, Miggy. How you doing, hun? That was the autumn stream using the 125 where it said Peace Haven. If I remember rightly, Glenn. Glenn will probably tell me which it. Oh, I'm good, Miggy. I really am good. I can't complain. I think Glenn's disappeared. I need to get my drink. Oh. Thanks, Miggy. I think Glenn's still surfing through my videos. Is there anything you guys want to know while I'm here? The Peace Haven one, yeah, I thought so, Glenn. He is, Joanne. Bless him. So the next stream I'll probably do, let me see, is probably going to be an angel card reading stream, as I just like to change them up. I may even, in between that, do another Momo's scariest message. Oh, wow. Okay, that's a good one. I do, Glenn. I do. That's true. My scariest message I've ever received. That is probably... Thanks, Joanne. Okay, I suppose the scariest message I've ever had on during a spirit box session has got to be... I was walking around a big field and I had the dogs with me, and I was in one particular area, and I think it was saying, Glenn knows all my sessions. I think it was saying Beelzebub, and it was saying stop, don't stop. And I can't remember the full session. Oh, actually, I probably can. Hang on a minute. Where are we? Was it the one? I think it was the 20th of May. Let me have a look. No. No. But they were telling me to stop. And I can't remember which. Oh, here we go. No, it was the 9th of June. Again, my annotation book. And at one section, it says... it was saying... I can't remember what I was saying. It was saying go further. Then it goes stop, super, stop, just stop, stop, be careful, stop. And then he left. And so he left Selba, which is self, and then Beelzebub, be careful, Beezle. And it said something else, then it went Beezle, stop, Zara. And then it went, leave me, need to get him out. Glenn, I remember that session. I think that's probably about the worst message I've received on a box. That was crazy. And actually, when they were saying it, if I remember rightly, I did actually stop. It was creepy, yeah, but it was they were adamant that I had to stop. Very adamant. Even when hearing it back, the way it actually comes across on the box, it was like, stop. Yeah, but I'd say that's the most scariest one. I suppose another one, it's not so scary, but sort of is. One of the sessions it was a live session I did. Yeah, you can, Glenn, for sure. I don't even remember which box I was using. And this is actually an example of how important it is to protect yourself. And this in particular evening, I didn't. And the stream was just following along, and it started to get a bit dark. And, you know, I persevered with it. Persevered with it. Yep, it was the 587, Glenn. Thank you. And this live session just went very, very dark. And to the point you could not visually, you could actually hear how much my voice was changing. And on that live session, which you guys will never actually see, but Joanne was there, and I actually snapped quite bad at Glenn. And I was actually quite angry. And this is because I didn't go through my own ritual of protection before doing a live stream. It's like now I thought you might, Joanne. So now I do what I need to do before the stream starts, especially if I'm doing a live box session stream. And when I do my countdown from 5 to 1, that lets spirit know that I'm closing down the session. But then what you guys won't see afterwards is I'll do my own little after ritual stream, my little ritual that I do afterwards. But best moments, if we go to the opposite end of things, it's something happened that evening. And from a lot of you, from what you know, I didn't touch a spirit box for about 4 months. I didn't touch one at all. I didn't turn them on personally. I didn't do anything, because for me, that was a sign of, you know, if I carried on, things were going to get bad. And I wasn't going to go down that route. So I stopped there, took a break from using the spirit box, concentrated on something else. And the stream that I did 3 weeks ago, I think, was the first one that I've done in a long time. And I think that was it was something like that anyway. But on the flip side of the coin, for some really good ones, and quite a few of you would actually remember this like it was yesterday. It definitely was, Joanne. It must have been coming up to about a year ago now. It was a live stream, I can't remember if it was the 125 or the 587. Probably my fan, Chris. Let me try and move this over slightly. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better. It was a live stream in the evening. I think it was around about October time last year. And a lovely, lovely girl came into the stream and asked a question with regards to her mum. And a lot of us knew her mum as she was in the paranormal herself. And I never asked directly for spirits, especially a specific person, but I will ask the spirits that may be around if they can act as a go-between. It started off that way. But then her mother came through, and it was a very emotional stream. It had me welling up. I know that everybody that was on that stream, like Joanne's just said there in her comment, it was a very emotional stream, that was for sure. Very emotional. Yeah. It was beautiful, Miggy. And it was with the box on and with everything that was being said, and there was a specific code word and that came through, and there was like angel choirs going. It was beautiful. That's the only way that I can explain it. It was beautiful. Emotional, but beautiful. It was, words can't express it, really. It really can't. And then there was also a recent stream. It wasn't exactly like that, but the boxes weren't really going so good. So yeah. Actually, I'm gonna highlight this comment. Where is it? Has that come up yet? Has it come up on here? There we go. I will actually show that comment. The chat fell silent. People were sitting on the edge of their seats, listening to Angel singing continuously across the sweep. That's impossible, but it happened. And those of you that were actually in that stream, like Glenn and Joanne was, no, she hasn't, Portia, and I wouldn't ask her to anyway. And even through that, I actually changed boxes. And the angel choir still carried on. No, I didn't change boxes. Sorry, I'm mistaken. I had to restart the stream because the stream crashed. That was it. And it was still going. Still going. It was very bizarre. Very bizarre. Never had anything like it since. Nothing like it since. And the only thing recently that could be sort of similar on the same to a certain degree, but not so much heightened emotion, but the chat was still very quiet. Yeah, Portia, if she wanted to come through and pass on a message for Ellie Mae, Joanne would. Welcome back, Helios. Yeah, getting back to the other. Yeah, the other thing that was actually quite unusual and different, but it was still quite heartwarming, is there was nothing really coming through on the boxes. So I thought, for a change, I've not used the dowsing rods. So I got my dowsing rods out. And hi, TJ. So I actually decided to conduct, like I would with a live ghost box session or spirit box session, I then conducted a dowsing rod session. It's something different, something I've not really done before. And I think it was a female, and she was young, I think, and she was lost, and she wanted to be with her family, from what I can remember. So then I then proceeded to go through a process of asking her, oh, I can't even remember all the questions, but to feel the love in her heart, and to imagine visualizing her family and visualizing a white light around her, and when she could see her family, then asked her to move on. And after, it just felt very, very silent, and it was, for me, as a feeling, it was then very, very calm and peaceful. And tried with the dowsing rods again, nothing, completely still. Yeah, it wasn't in the same context as the other one, but when you witness a crossing over, the only, and even for the people that are in chat that have also told me, it's even like with Joanne as well, and Glenn will tell you, you just, even as somebody watching it, you get a sense of calm come over you and a sense of peace. Those that, when things like that happen, they don't happen that often, but it's one of those type of streams, or one of those type of chats that you never forget. It stays with you. But it's some of the stuff that I've watched on live streams, or that's happened in my own live streams, I will never forget. Never forget. Yeah, I'm blabbering on now. Miggy asks one question, I answer that, and then go completely off in a different direction. Well, the really nice thing I really enjoy about doing this type of live stream, having a box on, seeing what comes through, is they differ. Exactly, Miggy. You know, not every spirit we come in contact with needs help. You may hear a lot of helps coming through on the box, but that doesn't necessarily mean they need help to cross over. They might need help with regards to finding something out for themselves, to make themselves at peace. There's just so many different reasons. Oh, bless you, Joanne. Yeah, it was Chris. It was Chris. Oh God, what one was that, Portia? That, I think that was, that one I think might have been, that was a video, not a stream. and that one must have been, there was two. There was one with the 587, which is the black one I was using this evening, where it actually fell backwards. And then there's the one that I did with the white one, the 469, and the angel key removed. Yeah, but there's the, and the experiment one was good as well. I need to recreate that, but I might actually try and do that, but as a live stream, which that would actually be interesting to try out. It was the key ring. Yeah, then it was the 469 session, Portia, which also had the orb as well. But there's some good sessions, some really good live streams as well. And especially when you get that validation, it's on, they don't really stream anymore, but Anthony, there was one stream that he did, well, two in particular streams that that I can think of that was actually pretty good. One was where Glenn was holding, a question was asked, oh, what's Glenn holding? And it said egg. I think it was an egg. And then Anthony asked what hand it was in. And the box said, I think it was right hand. I can't remember because we're going back probably about a year and a half now. But they actually had the right item and the right hand. It was cool. That was really cool. And then another stream that Anthony did, there was unfortunately a little girl that went missing. And I think she'd been missing for about 3 days at the time of the stream. And we proceeded to ask some questions, and it came up about, I think it was woods. There was something to do with a body of water, and that she was in spirit. She wasn't alive anymore. And there was a couple of other questions that were asked, and I think it was about 48 hours later, they did actually find this little girl. And a lot of the information that Anthony got on this live session that he did, and with the questions we were, all of us in chat were asking, it did turn out where she was found was exactly what was said on the box session. And it was like, oh, poor thing. Yeah, it's these types of things, Miggy, they don't happen that often, but when they do, you don't forget them. You really don't forget them. It can be something that happened like 5 years ago, but some of those streams are as clear as day, as if it was yesterday. But there's some really, really, really good box users out there. They really are. And especially live streaming as well. But one thing I will say, people make a very big mistake of. And I'll tell you what it is. With a hacked radio like this, especially with an inbuilt speaker, you see people putting them on guitar amps, and you've got reverb pedals, and you've got echo. You don't need it. The only thing you need is this. And I'll tell you why. With a hacked radio, what you'll hear, it's different layers of audio. Now, if you imagine, now this is going to be spoken about actually in a video at some point, sort of a little bit more in depth, but I'll just explain the quick version. You get multiple layers on a box of speech. You'll hear the stuff that you hear straight away. That's very, very clear, very loud, and it can't be mistaken. Then you have another layer, which you can still hear, but you really have to listen. And then you've got a lower level, and this is barely audible. You can hear it, but it's barely there. Now, if you can imagine, you may have a full sentence being said across the sweep, but on multiple layers. Now, if you're using something like reverb or an echo with your box, you're going to hear this top level. You may hear the odd word on the middle level. You'll hear nothing from this lower level. So over the course, for an example, again, across the sweep, you hear a whole sentence being said, but across 3 levels. So you've got the clear level, not so clear level, and barely audible level. Now, if you're using an echo or a reverb, you're going to hear most likely a majority of stuff on this top level. You'll hear a fraction of what's on this middle level, but you'll hear absolutely nothing on this bottom level. Nothing. So it's, to me, now this is my own personal opinion, okay? I'm not telling this is the way it has to be and that's word. This is just my own personal opinion. Noise gates, using echo, using reverb, you don't need it. You're actually losing quality, and you're losing the possibility of having those awesome direct replies across multiple levels. So if it's say, and even if there's somebody in the future that is watching this back, please do yourself a favor. If you don't understand what I mean, record a session and then add echo and reverb on one session, on one of the videos. Okay, exactly the same video. You just whatever, make a copy of it. So there's 2 versions, but echo and reverb on one version and keep the other version just as you record it. Now you see if you get, and now then annotate, if you annotate that plain session raw as is. Now then try and annotate or hear what has been annotated from the raw session on this session that's had echo and reverb. And I guarantee you won't hear half the stuff if you would as if it's a raw video. And that's why I would never, ever use a noise gate or use echo or use reverb. There you go. Good night, Portia. Sweet dreams. Exactly, Joanne. You can actually, yeah, you could lose an important message, or you could have caught you could have caught the best capture you could ever get in any of your sessions in past or the future. It could be so important and so awesome, but because you've got this noise gate with reverb and echo, you lose it. You've lost it. Yeah. So that's it's a tip, but it will be gone into at a later date. That's just a sort of a very basic version that I just wanted to let you guys know. So, but with saying that, I think I'm going to say good night, as it's 1:45 here, and I have to do my bedtime routine, and I have to say goodnight to somebody very important in the chat, like I do every evening. So I want to thank every single one of you that has been here this evening. I really do appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed the spirit box session and the talkie afterwards. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday, as it's Sunday if you're watching this back. Hope you've been having a good day, whatever time of day it is and whichever day it is. I want to thank the mods. I forgot to do it last week. Last time I streamed. I'm not going to forget this evening. So thank you all for your help with links and so on and so forth. So the next proper evening stream I'll probably do is going to be an angel card reading stream. And I'll probably in between somewhere fit in a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning stream. For those of you that I know from the Insomniac stream, it's normally around about those type of times. So it just gives you a rough time that I would normally be on. So it should would normally 10 11 UK 10 11 a.m. UK time. But yeah, thank you again everybody, even the ones that have just been watching. Thank you so much. Hope you have an awesome day, the rest of your weekend, beginning of your week. If you're thinking to yourself, oh my god, it's Monday tomorrow, or if it's already Monday and it's like, oh my god, it's got so long to go, ugh, those Monday blues, just think to yourself, you've only got 4 more days till the weekend, 5 days till the weekend. Make it go a bit quicker for you. But it's saying that at the end of every video and at the end of every stream, stay truthful, stay honest, and just make sure every single day counts. And with that, catch you later, guys. Bye. Oh, where's that gone? Bye.